Check out the video description for details. It's Monday, November 6th, and you'll probably be watching this around 2 later. It finally gets posted. As you can see, the market's already closed today. Usually we record during the day while the market's open, and we give up some of the things that we're looking at, but not the case. Last week we were out, and this week we're getting back into things, and there is a ton of stuff to cover. Way too much in one show. I wanted to give an update on the channel, an update on the kids' portfolio, and then just quickly run down through the news that we've kind of missed since we've been out. Big news on all the stocks that we cover. So I'm going to start with a channel update. And that's not just for this show, it's the channel in general, which we have streaming of video games. Kids will do video game streams. Kids do per show that they really haven't been that into, so it hasn't been a lot of those posts. We do the investing show. We are working on a story-based short type of thing, so that'll be coming the road. So that's taken up a lot of time, among other projects that we got on. The kids will still be picking stocks. They'll be picking stocks more so in the coming months. I will actually have my portfolio versus kids pick. I'll be buying and they'll be buying, and I'll be much more hands off with them buying. So that's good to watch that instead of kind of horning on a lot of the stocks that they follow. You can see here's basically the portfolio that they have, which might probably be similar, but little differences here and there. And I'll do monthly purchases as well, like they monthly purchases, and their monthly purchase will be coming up this week. We'll be making a purchase, and I'll talk about that. So that's the update. Epidemic Media, the channel. The website are still currently down. Got to revamp those, so a lot of things going on that we're going to be working on. Now for Investor XP, we are scaling it back to posting a video a week. Figure get a little more content in them and post them, so it's not as many videos weekly, but still get content out regular schedule. Folks, people, typically enjoy, whether it's dives into specific stocks or asking questions or what the kids are buying. And like I said, it'll be a mix between what I'm buying and what the kids are buying. Won't have as many rules. So that's an update for the channel and the show. So back from a little hiatus. We're for a week, and we're going to get right into things. Lots of news. I'm just going to go through it. Let's do a quick portfolio update. Let me pull it up here. Kids, it's around 6% through it all. Some of these stocks are going to go into more in depth, but right now the big winners are Nintendo and Apple. Two of the bigger winners there. Apple's up 1%, Nintendo's up 84% for the kids. We'll talk about GameStop later. AT&T, Disney's lagging a little. Activision's doing very well. Talk more about them. WWE's doing well, 24%. Qualcomm, they're in the news. Got an update on them. Collectors Universe doing okay. Seagate's lagging. Coke's up. Hasbro, still like buying it under $100. They're down 9% for us. Square Enix is up almost 40%. It's kind of a sleeper. We thought we'd get more of a pop on some big games from Square Enix as they support the Nintendo Switch, but they've just slowly 40%. It's all right. Sega's up 9%. Make up 9%. Locker is the huge loser there. We were kind of greedy, going for the dividend yield. And they would be one of the people insulated from retail. Really, so terrible pick on my part. Overall, kids' portfolio is up almost 7%. So nothing to sneeze at. We like to see it perform a little bit better than that, honestly. For the it's usually doubled, to be honest with you, unless the S is doing really bad. So we've had better performance, but almost 7% is nothing. He's at certainly. Now, I'm going to go in particular order over a lot of things that we've missed since we went off. So I'm just going to fire through them and pull up here. So first of all, Activision has been pulling back lately, ever since earnings. They popped after the earnings call a few years ago, and they've been sliding ever since. You can see, let's pull up a 5-day chart where they've been on the downward slide. They were up mid upper 60s, and they're down to about 60, 56 below 60. Like buying maybe month's purchase for the kids is Activision. Get some more of that. Now, one of the reasons we like it is what they're doing with World of Warcraft. They're going to be World of Warcraft Classic for people. A lot of people like that. And potentially developing things for the Nintendo Switch, such as Hearthstone. And we've gone into Activision on detail. One reason why I like them. But pullback them could be this month's buy. We'll probably buy the week for the month of November, and Activision is a good target. Apple on earnings with their new iPhone. So wait for a big dip, and you can probably get some more. One of the ridiculous things, if you look at Apple stock over the year, it was almost at $100, and it has just steadily climbed for the year. It's kind of ridiculous that it's just been on a steady incline the entire year. Little pullbacks here and there, but it has just been a steady gainer. It's one of our favorite stocks. We think very cheap. Wait till the doom and gloom comes on their when they start announcing some new products and people say they can't innovate. It'll get a pull. WWE had another strong earnings on their report, and they're up another 1.3% today. Pull up their earnings date here. You could see 20 to 6. So big jump for them. WWE, we talked about them a bunch. 2% dividend for a monopoly. Basically, they performed well. We've missed our opportunity to buy up more of them. They dip a lot, though. Bad news comes, and they dip all over the place. AT&T may not be merging with Time Warner after all. We like AT&T and getting HBO with their content and growing there, so I hope it doesn't get blocked. Still like AT&T with the dividend yield. We'll keep an eye out on that. GameStop, they have been sinking because the earnings from Activision, Take-Two, EA, some of the video game companies on their earnings, their forecasts were a little soft. That's why they dipped. And people are saying that this is going to cause GameStop to. They were just starting to claw back. They were getting upwards of 23 plus, and now they're down to 17, 18. 17 and 83 cents, about 17 to 18 bucks a share. Not good news for GameStop if you're looking short term. Long term, they're making their version over to collectibles, more buying opportunity, and you can sit around, you can collect a pretty fan. And one of the things that they've got is this new, basically it's a rental service for their used games. $10 a month, you can change used games that they have, and you keep whichever one at the end. So you're basically buying a used game, and you get to try a bunch of them up until you're happy with whichever one. It looks like a pretty sweet could drive, squeeze the last of their used gaming as they transfer over to collectibles business. So still liking GameStop, even though they've gotten beat up. Qualcomm is a stock. It's up 12%, and it's big spike basically on news of Broadcom possibly, but we're going to keep an eye on this. The question is, do you dump around the $70 price tag, or do you just see what happens when it converts over to Broadcom stock and keep it? So haven't decided yet. I was a little upset with some of the stuff Qualcomm did, and we've posted a video on that. I'll decide. Let me know what you think about, getting out or it out. Curious to hear what you think. Collectors Universe, positive earnings, record number. This sleeper stock that we've talked about, very up. It's $200 million company. They pay a 6% dividend almost. It's 5.6%. Head's in the way. There it is. So 5.6% yield. Basically, they've said they don't need the money to grow the business. It's steady. They don't need a lot of capital in its growth, so they're just paying it out to the shareholders. That MO, very specialized. 6%, almost 6% dividend. That's the way to go. Intel and AMD are going to team up. This has been rumored for a long time. The last time this was AMD stock increased 12-13%, popped 7% today on the news. So AMD is always a good one. As soon as it puts back, there's news somewhere on their new products, and people are basically waiting for that catalyst to drive this up. And a lot of false starts with that, and it's spiked all over the place over the last year. You can see all those valleys where rumors and things have come out, and it's had 10%. So this is a great stock for trading. I think it's up 40 or 50% as a viewer gave the buy calls, several on this and the right on it. So always check the comments for people making calls on buys. Typically, they've been very correct. I haven't updated the tracking on it, but they've. It's very rare to see a viewer pick in the comments that doesn't go well, and a lot of them make some 20+% hits on that. So we'll do an update on that. But that's really a channel show up on some of the news items that we missed. I want to dive a little deeper on some of the earnings reports that have been coming out, including Activision, WWE, things like that. Make this month's stock purchase. So look for that coming up. Probably in the next episode, we'll probably buy the stock and do a little bit deeper dive on the earnings. In the comments is if there's anything you want me to dive into a little bit more. Get the channel back active a little bit more. New subscribers and stuff. So new content comes. Let me know what ones you want to check out. We do a lot of the videos or into it deeper for you. So thanks for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already to get the latest news for gamers, and follow our kids poll. It might give some ideas. 6% return this year. It'll be interesting when I start going head to head with them to see who comes out. And look for more announcements on this of some of the things that we're working on that we're going to do in the future. So again, thanks for watching. See you next episode.